How's it going? Welcome back, BB, and welcome back to the MLHpodcast, or the extremist. No, I don't know. What we're gonna call it.
It's good to be back, and it's been a month from now, but
it's been a crazy month. It's definitely been crazy.
It's been definitely a crazy month.
It's been a crazy year.
Definitely.
But
Coronavirus, riots, the spaceship launching. We're all going to cover this today on this podcast.
Yeah.
To you.
Hopefully we'll get some little insight, maybe straighten some things out for everybody, and maybe get people's
excuse me.
People's hopefully they'll feel better after this podcast.
Yeah.
We're coming with the straight bro knowledge, bro science.
The world will be a better place after we're done.
Well, first I'd like to give my condolences to
Mr. Floyd.
Mr. Floyd. He got a bad rap. It was, I didn't even watch the video. I didn't want to watch it. I knew it was fucked up.
I seen it. It was fucked up.
I mean, why do I want to watch some guy get killed basically by some cop?
Basically a snuff film.
Yeah, basically a snuff film. And it's fucked up. Last night I guess it was last night, Dallas had their own protest, and people looting, and so be it. I think that's what it needs. Nobody, we only protect our infrastructure, and once we threaten that, then they start to really to look at things, oh, maybe we shouldn't be this way. But until we, threaten, the livelihood of this economy, they won't say shit. And so I'm glad that people protest last night. Fuck it, let them, as long as they ain't hurting nobody, was it in Minnesota that they burned down the
precinct?
Did they burn it down?
I think so. But this is just my own opinion, and I definitely agree with your point. But the thing is, I don't condone the rioting, but at the same time, if that's what the people are feeling, I can't control and tell people what to do. If that's what you're feeling, maybe that's the change we need. I'm not going to go out there and riot and destroy anybody's business. I'm mad that shit happened to that guy, and those cops need to be convicted accordingly to, like, if a civilian did that shit, But at the same time, two wrongs don't make a right, but it is what it is. Maybe the rioting needs to happen so they could eradicate all the corrupt cops around the country, and then you won't have this fucking rioting no more. Then people won't have to be pissed about people rioting. Oh, well, they're rioting, so that justifies the police brutality. Those days are over. Now the rioting's like, hey, they need to do something about the police. It's a direct effect of what these police are doing. The bad police. I'm talking about the corrupt police, not the ones that do their job. And then if this keeps going on, you're going to have to put restrictions on the good cops that have been doing a good job for you. They're good with their communities. The people that are good people trust them to, put the law in their neighborhoods. You're going to mess up that shit for those cops if you don't get rid of the corrupt cops that are getting away with shit.
Yeah, they don't prosecute them. They fucking give them a slap of the wrist, and they give them time a paid leave. And then they get fucking counseling because they killed somebody.
Yeah, or they say something like, I feared for my life. I know if I accidentally killed someone in an involuntary manslaughter thing, I would get jail. I can't say the whole I feared for my life thing. I'd go to jail because I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
But the cops that do get off, they use that, I was scared for my life, and they get off, and that's enough. That shit's over now because the two Texas officers, they tried to do that shit too, and they got convicted. So justice is happening, But I really wish the rioting wouldn't happen and let the justice take its place, because more cops are getting convicted now than before, which is good. So Kaepernick did his thing, and it's kind of like they're tainting their victory by rioting. The people, white, black, brown, purple, whatever, the people are rioting, they're tainting their victory in a way, but then it is what it is. Maybe that will, make the shit faster to get done, but I don't know. Like, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but at the same time, I can't control those people's emotions. I guess, they're their own individuals, and they have their right to do that. But it's kind of sad people's businesses are getting destroyed. But
the way I see it, those businesses, they should have insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
And
the big businesses, but the mom and pop ones.
The mom and pop, they
probably don't.
They shouldn't have to mess with them.
Yeah.
But they should have insurance too. There shouldn't be
give us your perspective.
You got to stay safe.
You need insurance on anything.
All right, we're going to go back to Gil.
It's like having a car. You got to have insurance.
Yeah.
So those guys, I think they're okay. But that's just another reason why the cops need to
the fire that was just put out.
Think about their actions.
The fire department got a call of a structure fire.
Do I need to put my knee on this guy? Am I really that afraid? If you're that afraid to fucking talk to a black person on the street,
you don't need to be a cop.
You don't need to be a cop.
Or patrolling that neighborhood.
With more debris.
Go patrol a rich, nice neighborhood where there's no crime.
All these cops need to go under a psychological fucking evaluation so we can thread out, we can weed out all these fucking bad ones
as the fire department so that they could do their job and put out
when I fucking try to apply for a job online, they give me this fucking questionnaire.
But they're like, the north here, up off of
they want to see if I contradict myself.
And Oakwood, we saw just a few minutes ago.
That's the same question.
And they ask it another way.
Chasing a couple of the unmarked police cars down Oakwood Street this direction here. They chased them about a block and a half of the vehicles in reverse, trying to get away from the crowd.
I agree with that. Make it to where not anybody can be a cop. Make it that the cop has to be someone of the right state of mind. He can't be on a road rage guy. Now, this is just my opinion. I think a lot of these cops that are bad, they're ex-football players on a roid rage fit because they couldn't cut it in the colleges. So they become cops to vent that frustration. They've been on white people too, apparently, by the stats say. But it seems like proportionally they do it on black people more.
The groups, as they are pushed away, they splinter off in different directions. This is a good example in this intersection, going off to the north and off to the west. Some people moving into the neighborhoods here, and it's causing some concern for the residents.
They're already taking the role.
Mostly the crowds are sticking to Fairfax.
To make a difference.
But we're seeing them branch off in so many different directions. Off of Beverly, they moved off to the east earlier as they broke into TV City or tried to break in through the gates of TV City. But here's the group marching up north on Fairfax right now as they continue to push through. Again, the vehicles that are trapped, some of them are civilian vehicles, some of them are support vehicles.
It's not like that, and we give them, we let them pass.
Seen that. We've seen a number of support vehicles. We know that because they drive up and they're handing water. I mean, this all started as it was supposed to be a peaceful rally.
This is going to go on for the next few days. There's all this crate, but then again, as you can see, get rid of the corrupt cops, and you won't be seeing this shit no more. Instead of just seeing these, but we need police brutality to keep these people in line. And they need to understand that it's not just black people doing the rioting. It's whites, Hispanics, everybody's doing it. It's all Americans are doing that. And that's the system's fault.
Oh, shit, I think I had that volume on.
All right. Well, hey, we got a good thing going. A good stream. We've done very good.
There you go. The volume's off now. But yeah, let's fucking put these cops under a rigorous training, and let's actually give the ones that need the job that, just like how you have a dog, just like how you send a dog to a fucking, and yes, I'm comparing dogs to cops, just like how you have a dog, you send it to fucking training,
right.
And the ones that don't listen, they don't get the attention. They don't get the special treatments. They don't get all this. You know? We need to do the same with the cops. We need to give the ones that are good. We need to give those jobs to the good cops, the ones that are actually going to do something, out there. But not these ones that are. I guarantee you could tell. There needs to be.
They're panicky. It's personality types too that they get. A lot of the personality types that should not be police officers by a psychology standpoint is the ones that are the roid rage ones that I said, and the ones that are, they get scared. They get nervous real quick in a hostile situation, and they get trigger happy because they're scared. You don't need the cops. You need the ones that are in control of the situation and they can diffuse these situations instead of escalating them. Because the cops, I mean, obviously in the situations where they were guilty, more than often it's because they escalated it. They're the ones that started yelling and getting all mad or you know, then they got and the gun went off, you know.
And it's just not here. I mean, it's just not, you know, one place. This is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, all over the United States.
And I understand the frustration in people, you know. And I think it's definitely time for change. I think when it comes down to it, people are going to look back at 2020 and they're going to be like, you know,
what was going on at that year? Like, that was a crazy year. 2020. There's something about 2020 everything just came out.
Everything means what it means. 2020 means hindsight. And people are going to look back in hindsight on 2020 and going to think,
100 years
wow, we really were fucked up before then, and we really did things that way.
Yeah.
You know, and hopefully
how we're going to be seen.
Yeah. And hopefully
100 years. We're in a textbook right now.
Yeah, 2020 is perfect. It's a perfect year for all this shit.
Yeah.
You know.
And then the year 3000 or 2100, people are going to be reading when we're already dead and gone. People in the education system in high schools, they're going to be reading about our time and how fucked up. All that shit had happened in 2020 for it to get fixed.
Yeah.
And it's going to be that.
They're going to look up hindsight, and they're going to look up 2020, and they're going to look up the year 2020.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, what the fuck happened then?
Yeah, it was our era. Like it all led up to there.
It's not 3030. Like, why is it 2020?
Yeah.
And who comes up with these fucking sayings?
And I think, in a way, I kind of like, I'm not a religious person, but I feel like the powers that be or God, like, intended it that way. If there is a God or a supernatural being, like, it's all orchestrated, like he's playing like a puppet.
Yeah.
You know. But like I said, I'm not religious, so I don't know. I think it just naturally happened by chance. That all this shit happened by 2020, whereas by chance or by a supernatural being, doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is it's happening now, and that's it. We're part of history. We're part of history now, today, and tomorrow. Hey, we got a good thing going. Yeah, good podcast for the modern day crowd.
This is the modern day podcast. Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Modern day podcast. Us two regular old folk, working
class people. And we're just doing a podcast to see what.
Just doing a pod. This is this is what we're really thinking. You know, this is and
off the top of our head. It's scripted, but not scripted. Go figure it out yourself.
The life is a script already. All we have to do is just read off of life. You know what things are going off of right now. It's so easy, you know, and if you have fucking 2 cents on your fucking skull, you'll have something to say.
Yeah.
And that's all we're doing. And, you know, maybe we can name this the 2 Cent Podcast. I don't know.
The 2 cents.
We're
the modern day.
To figure out a name.
Yeah.
And if we have any comments, you know.
And we're already on the 5th episode, people. How about you, the people? Tell us what you want us to be called.
Comments.
Yeah, leave comments or give us ideas for the name of this podcast. But anyway, we enjoy the audience that have watched us already. We hope to keep this going because we're enjoying it too. We're doing this together for you, the people. And believe that. Beer break.
This beer was
brought to you by.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we really have a responsibility as Americans, I think, to really do something. You know, I'm sitting here smoking a blunt, talking to people. Who gives a fuck, right? You know, I am who I am, but guess what? You can call on me for anything, and I will fucking help you no matter what it is. You know, and that's all I ask in exchange, and I think that's how we should be as a people. You know, we need to help each other, support each other, not these fucking rich motherfuckers that you see every day, and what do? They don't do shit for you. You know, it's the people that are next to you that do the stuff for you. And, you know, we don't praise our local growers, our local businessmen. You know, we don't know their names. We don't know how long they've been. I work for a guy, Jim Nafa. You know, he's been in business for the longest time. He was a football player. TCU. He's got who knows what kind of medals he has, but you know, this guy needs to be known. He's a all-American. You know, this is what
he should be known on a local broadcast where they talk about him. At least, maybe not nationally, but at least local communities should advocate people like that in their own communities. Yeah, definitely. But you know, all right, this is not my opinion. This is other people's opinion. What I'm gonna say. The reason why it's not like that is because, okay, in this society, you got praise the rich, law enforcement, and the military, or war veterans and stuff, and you should praise them. But if you praise anybody else other than that, oh, you're being a communist. You're praising the working man. That's communism. You know, praise or socialism. You're advocating socialism. You praise healthcare workers or just common workers. You know, but see. It's all in the context, but you praise the common man in a commercial like this. Oh, the common man, we're the do-gooders of the Ford Truck Company shit. You know, then it's okay, but in any other context, it's communism.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, we admire certain heroes, and the people that are admired, like rich people that are putting in communities and maybe they work for it. Yeah, I can. But, you know, we seem to blindly admire the rich as a whole. Maybe not me or you, but, like, you know, the certain people in this country admire the rich, the military, and the law enforcement a little too much.
We praise them.
Yeah, praise them. We overpraise them too much, and that's why, like the point we were saying before, the point you made earlier, that these police are being allowed to get away with it because they became police officers to get that admiration. Hey, I moved my camera. Sorry, I moved it.
Move it more this way. Right there is good.
All right. Anyway, I'm over here. Hey, I'm talking with my hands. I'm a Jew, you know. But hey, yo. But anyway. Like you were saying, the point you made earlier on the cops, you know, they become cops for a certain reason, you know, and to some of them make a difference.
Above the law.
Yeah, that's why they became cops, because of the post 9/11 shit. Yeah. Before 9/11, you never heard of cops being like this.
They're not harassing fucking Indians or, you know, foreigners, you know. They're fucking with Mexicans. They're fucking with black people. They're putting them in jail for some reason, you know.
Yeah.
The two people they should be working with, you know how strong black people are? You know how much we can, you know, if we educated them, you know, we try to get them out of the slums. We didn't promote this thug music. We know they got great voices. They're funny, you know, they're athletic. They got so many good things about them, but yet we push drugs onto them. We push you know, unemployment onto them. We want them to be broke, you know, and they praise the gangster rappers. They praise who do they look up to? Who are the
rappers, because it was pushed on them. The rap music, and hey, what's crazy? What I'm about to say, I feel like I'm contradicting myself. What I'm about to say, I am going to contradict myself so bad, and let me have it. Like as a rebuttal, please. I'm about to contradict myself, but I'm trying to make a point here. Man, I love the 80s and 90s rap music. I'm always going to like that. I liked it, and I still do, but I didn't realize that it's music that was being pushed on the black community for them to praise that now. I didn't know that back then. You know, now it's kind of, I like music that was designed to put the black people down by the messages, and it did. And that's pretty, what they call it, an epiphany thing. But you know, yeah, what you're saying I've already known for a while, so I agree with that now. But at the time when I was listening to rap music, which I still do like yeah, that music was pushed on them, and today's mumble rap is like that too. Oh, you know, pushes that lifestyle where they're never gonna make it out.
That contributes to the police brutality and the hatred towards cops.
Yeah,
you know, it's a cycle that they want.
It's a cycle
they want. You know. To keep the black man, they want to keep the Mexican down. You know, they want to keep the minority in their eyes, the minority, when we are not the minority.
Yeah.
You know, we are way more than they are.
Yeah, at this point now, definitely.
That's why they talk about those numbers, but there ain't no pure.
They didn't want that immigration.
There ain't no pure. What is pure to them? You know, like what is? You know, they just look at white and black. They're just so simple, but for some reason
everything's black and white.
Their worst fear is to have strong black men in power.
Yeah,
all over the world.
Yeah.
That's their worst fear for some reason. And Mexicans, you know, we are the best workers.
Yeah, we did the jobs for them.
We are the ones to make shit happen. You know, they tried everything to what's the word?
They've built our, you know, the agriculture and the construction is based on them. And they're doing that right now. And I agree, like back in the 80s and 90s when I was working, or maybe I didn't start working until I was 91, 1990. But I remember working little part-time construction jobs that my dad helped me get with some friends at his church. And I would work these little construction jobs with people. And I clearly remember that more than half the people that were doing the were white dudes. Like, we're American guys. And there was Mexicans working there, and they liked the Mexicans there. That Pablo, he don't speak much English, but man, he's a great worker. Yeah. I remember that shit. And they liked the Mexicans. All those construction guys, they were burly guys. They were good at what they did. The white people did the construction back then. The majority of them. And I say 30% was Mexican, and they liked the Mexicans there. Well, apparently, you know, more Mexicans came. Now it's 90% because those guys got too old to do their job, and their sons didn't want to do that job. You know, that's the problem. And those guys, oh shit! I moved your camera here. Put it back to focus on you. And you are there. Yeah. And anyway, I got to quit talking with my hands. But but anyway, I'm Donald Trump. I'm talking with my A. But the point I was trying to make, like, now the Mexicans, there's more Mexicans here because the sons of those Mexicans back then trained them how to do that job. I mean, they didn't train them, but they taught them how to do that job. And the sons of the white dudes, they didn't, or they couldn't teach it to them. And that's how come the Mexicans are doing more of the jobs. Yeah. And they gotta accept that. We need the Mexicans here. The ones that are committing crimes that they say and they're drug, okay, get rid of them, but not the ones that are doing the jobs that people like me don't want to do, and jobs that a lot of people that you know you don't want to do either.
Okay, this is the system right here. The system doesn't work if the people are not in their role, playing their role. They're trying to keep us down. You know, the white person is who we. You know, this is gonna be one of the racist. But it's not racist. I don't have hate.
It's not racist if it's true.
This is
but we're talking about certain white people here, and not all, but certain. The elite, which maybe some might be other
Jews,
white Jews, and white Europeans, white European, white Jews, white Polacks.
The system is what I'm talking about, and that comes down to the Rocks and the fellas,
the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and those guys. They're old white guys. They're not. Yeah.
But anyway,
they just happen to be old white guys.
The system doesn't work if we are not in our positions. We are not in our roles. If everybody felt that they're entitled to $1 million, you know, the system wouldn't work because nobody would work. Yeah. Nobody would go to those jobs and do those minimum wage jobs, or, you know, under those cheap labor jobs, and keep the price to that product down so it can get bought. Yeah. You know, and that is the way of the world. The Chinese, there's no way we would ever fuck with, no matter what happens, there's no way we would ever fuck with China, the Ginas, and nah. China. China. The system, we need them, you know. We need to keep their product. We want their slavery. They got slaves over there. They keep their people. Their people don't have fucking rights. Well, you know?
Right. They're communists, right.
And so that's why they're rioting. And, you know, that's why this is my opinion. And if I'm fucking coming up with this shit, then how much truth do you think is in this? But you could look it up, but it's so convenient that a fucking germ virus went out in the area where there was protest that was going to change the world. It's going to start, and they don't want protests to get contagious, which is happening right now. Yeah. So it's fucking backfired on them.
Yeah.
Or they do want that. They do want some kind of destruction right now. they're okay with something. They're doing a cleanse, and that's what the fucking virus is.
Yes, definitely. And this is the point I want. This is the next question I want to pose to me, you, and the audience. And there's no right or wrong to this question about the coronavirus. What is your opinion? And I will present mine. What is your opinion on? Is China to blame for the start of the coronavirus, or was it a worldwide thing, or did China oh shit, it was an accident, and hey, let's just keep this shit going, or was it intended from the beginning? What's your opinion on how? Because I'm kind of it could be 2 or 3 different opinions, but I want to know your opinion so I can shape mine.
There's obviously a lab in Wuhan.
Right, I agree with that.
There, you can look that up. Everybody can look that up. That there's a lab in Wuhan that it's a bioengineering lab. If you think, this is all fun. This is I don't know how how serious y'all take me because I'm fucking smoking. I'm just this guy, But fuck it. Who gives a fuck? I'm saying what I want to say. This is my podcast. I get to say, and this is the deal.
We're knocking it out.
There's a fucking lab. You can look it up. The Democrats had invested in that lab. There's connections to that lab that are so, what's the word?
It's
convenient. Yeah.
It's connect to me. What you just now said is what I think. How it's going to be. It's Illuminati connected. I think it's Illuminati connected, and I think that the Chinese government and the Illuminati got together and, all right, we're going to experiment on our people first, and then we'll see that, and then we'll just give this to you to do in your countries, Yeah. And that's just my theory that I think that's how it might happen. But it could happen another way. Maybe the Chinese fully did it on their own accord, but I think it was a worldwide thing, okay, hey, go ahead and do it, and then it's good, and then yeah, we'll take it now. It was one of those things.
Yeah.
But some people are blaming the Chinese for this shit. It's the Chinese fault. We should go to war. We should embargo them, and maybe we might be able to do that.
The people that are saying that, they don't know. They don't see the pictures of the Chinese ambassador shaking hands. I don't even know if that's what you call him, but I don't even know his fucking name. He looks like Winnie the Pooh, supposedly.
It's their leader, right, from China. Zing, zang, chong, chong. No, that was racist, but sorry, I apologize. When sing, sang, pang, chong, whatever. But I know what you're talking about. I didn't know.
There's look it up. And him with every leader we have shaking hands. What do you think? What do you think those handshakes mean?
Yeah.
We're civil.
We're working together to rule the world.
Imagine meeting, walking somewhere in the woods, and you come up on this kid, and you fucking this kid. It's his woods. He's saying, but you like these woods. You want to have part of it. You want to keep, looking around. You want to keep doing shit here, And so the other kid's like, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. We could be friends, but this is how things are going to be, It's the same with fucking China. China has been around longer than we have.
Yeah.
Whatever country.
I admire their culture. The thing is, I admire the Chinese culture a lot, and I'm kind of conflicted. I'm kind of mad that happened. Why did the Chinese people create that shit? But at the same time, I like to watch the martial arts movies that they've always made that I've always enjoyed since I was a little kid. And I'm never gonna. I love Bruce Lee. I love the history of China and the Chinese movies, related movies of martial arts that I've watched. And I'm never gonna get. That's another contradiction I have in. I'm kind of mad that shit happened in China, and why did they have to make that decision and then have it go over here? But yeah, it's conflicting, but I'm still gonna like the Chinese movies and my rap music forever.
They love that shit too. They love our culture,
Yeah. And they like basketball. They're fans of basketball. They are passionate about our players, about all Like they love Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing and all them old school Hakeem Olajuwon players. You know, Allen Iverson.
They get tattoos of English letters on their heads.
Yeah.
You know, they'll get like praise or English letters.
And we get Chinese here. Yeah. Oh, right. That's a very good point. I didn't know about that. Hey, that's true. Yeah. But see, that's why when you watch this podcast, you know that you're getting educated here.
But this is the #1 podcast that nobody knows of, and we're just coming up. You know, we're just trying to let everybody know that, you know, you're not in this alone. You know, whatever you think, you know, just know that there are people out there, you know, and we look at the riots. You know, it's fucking.
We analyze it like you do.
Of course, you know, this is a big time, you know. I think this is a time, you know, really you have to take a lot serious, you know. Of course, the corona didn't tell you, you know, it's the cop, them taking forever to prosecute a cop should tell you, you know, if you don't do nothing, nothing's going to happen, you know. So you have to you have to do something. You have to take a stand somewhere when it comes to this life you're living, you know. And who knows if we have another life after this? Who knows what's going to happen? And that should be even more of a reason to really sit down and look at what the fuck you're doing, and whether your opinions have weight, you know.
Like, what's the legacy we're leaving behind? You know, like, that's my thing. Like, we should leave behind a good legacy of information, whether it's this podcast or the people at home that are watching this, that you leave the legacy of the education, that you lived these times and you knew what happened, and explain in ways that the younger generations can understand, or that people from 100 years will understand, you know, from a standpoint where they, you know, it was a bad time, but it was a system. The people were good, but they were just confused, you know, or they were just delusional. That's why they fought each other, you know, or that's why there was so much madness and rage, and for all this bullshit to happen. Like, it's gonna be understandable in the future.
You know what's funny is how religion has taken a step back lately.
Yeah, definitely. It's
like, you don't hear about them no more. Or, you know, of course the Pope. Of course, if you're into that.
The Pope don't say nothing. The Pope and the rest.
There's a lot of shit going down with the Pope, wasn't there?
Yeah. Now you don't hear nothing about them no more.
Remember it was starting? Like,
yeah. I think the Catholic Church as you know, with the one from Rome, they're involved in the mafia and Illuminati shit. They're all part of this too. But the people that are Catholics are good people.
Part of it.
Yeah, but the people that are Roman Catholic, I'm religiously open, so I think the people that are Roman Catholic are generally good people. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the system of the Roman Catholic Church, and how for years they have had a system where their empires kind of ruled over people. They enslaved people, like the Spanish, the French, the Portuguese, and all them people. They enslaved a lot of people. But then again, so did the English and the Dutch, and they were Protestant. So, I mean, it was all equal. But pretty much those countries, European powers in those days, pretty much, you know, they controlled everything. And they were like an Illuminati. They've been in the Illuminati, Knights Templar shit for years, you know. That's my opinion on the Roman Catholic Church as their system, but I'm not down on the Roman Catholic people. I'm good, you know, because it's tradition, and it had a good tradition. But yeah, their corruption is based on the old days from Europe, when it was Spain, Portugal, and France. They ruled the world in those days, but so did England and Holland, but they were Baptist or Protestant or whatever. But you know, so basically, I'm saying the Catholics and the Protestants were corrupt in those days, and how the way they enslaved people in those days. So, and it's today, and it's transcended today.
It's a full circle.
Keep talking. Beer break. Keep talking. Beer break.
I can't. I can't get too deep into all that because I only know so much. You know, I need to. I definitely need to study up on a lot of things, and I've gone a lot of my years just not. You know, I've just been observing life, not too much studying it, and I think that's good. I think that's what has changed lately, and I've been looking back a lot of things, and I think it's good to know, of course, a lot of history because it
repeats itself.
You do see it, yes.
Yeah, it keeps repeating itself. The history of those people I talked about, and even the history of the Greeks and the Romans, and way back before then, it's repeated itself. You know, history for thousands of years has repeated itself, and it's like even the ancient aliens know.
Oh shit! Speaking of aliens, good segue.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the fucking space launch.
Right. We're gonna meet some aliens.
That's what we're gonna get into next.
All right.
Let's look it up. Still got the protest going on.
Yeah, you do it, and I'm gonna make a point about the space launch, and you gotta go along with me. Okay, this is my question on the space launch. What is its destination? What's its purpose? Is it going to Mars? Is it going to a satellite? Is it going to just fix the satellite, or is it going to Mars? Or
He's not going. They're not going to Mars right now. I hope we can show this.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Technical difficulties, please stand by. This is our podcast. This is the technology we have of 2020. Deal with it, people of the future. You know, people of the future that watch this.
Is this on? No.
This is the 2020 technology that we have, and you just don't know. But I'll just keep going. Anyway.
Experiencing with us.
You're experiencing this new podcast.
Oh,
all you people watching us live.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. All you people watching us live, you're experiencing this.
Please, Elon, don't fucking take the rights from this. We're just trying to, you know.
Elon, I love you.
Just trying to get somewhere.
Even though you're very arrogant, but I'm just jealous.
One of my dreams.
Elon, I'm jealous of you.
I would definitely go to outer space as long as I can come back. You know, but I'm down to do some experiments. You know.
I think we can do that. I think now that Elon Musk is trying to get us back into the space program, I think it's going to accelerate, like the common person can go to have a spaceship ride, and then we just come back to Earth. You know, hey, here's the bird out of space, and then and that's going to be like a tourist attraction. Like it's going to be available only for the rich in the beginning. But in time, it'll be available. Hey, if you got $50 on you, you can
go to Mars.
Yeah, you can go to Mars, or you know, it's a ticket. You know, like you know, like for us, as okay. Well, maybe you could debate me on this one. It'll be good. Are you on the side that when we're old, I believe we meet like me, you, and other people you know that when we're old, we can ride in the spaceship. And we're going to go up like, wee, and then, okay, it's time to go down, and oh, wow, we saw space. Or do you think we can be able to, we'll go to Mars in our lifetime? Do you think me and you, do you think it's achievable? Or in our lifetimes, within the next 50 years, they didn't put a timetable. In the next 50 years.
This is how I think about that.
You know, okay. We'll be dead and gone 50 years.
No.
Well, I mean, we might still be.
This is, okay, I got a good video to show you. Maybe I can show it, I don't know. But I'm going to go for it. Fuck it.
But I'm just giving a timetable. In the next 50 years, us and the people most of the people that are watching or that are alive, that are in our age group, will probably be dead. That's a fact. But before we die, I would like to believe that we can just somehow go to Mars and hey, we're at Mars, and then we come back. Or is it just going to be just, oh, we're in space, and it's just the basic, like, we did it.
Look at this. Check on this shit.
We went to outer space. I'm a grandpa. Because like right now, that's impossible. Like to have like people, it's affordable or it's like people just getting
I
a
wonder
little.
if I can find it.
Wee. Or like when you travel, like okay, say you want to go to Europe or Hawaii, you go into space, and it travels faster, and then boom, you're like there in a few hours. Like okay, like Hawaii, like say you go to Hawaii, like you went to Hawaii, how long did that take you?
Oh my god.
Like 5 or 6 hours?
It took me 8 hours total from here to Texas.
To Hawaii.
It took me, no, I had to stop at LA. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast. But
Tell it. It's on you.
But,
good segue.
But it took me. I had to stop at LA. That was 4 hours right there. But I had a delay for some reason. No, the plane was already delayed. So I fucking, as soon as I got out.
You're like.
As soon as I got out, I fucking was supposed to go straight into the other airplane. And I didn't know that. I didn't. So
that's in a hassle.
So I went straight to the restroom, which is in a little hub. Everything's in a little area. I didn't walk far. And I went to the restroom, and then I went right across the hall, and I got some pizza at Pizza Hut, which was already made. It was already in the box. And so I heard boarding to Hawaii, and I'm like, oh shit! I just barely took a bite, barely sat down, and so I took everything, I threw everything away, and I started walking that way. There was fucking shitload of people. It took me like a good minute to get there, and then I get there, and the fucking plane's already backing up.
Oh my god!
And I'm like,
yeah, I think you told me.
They're already like gone or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, I would have hated that.
Man,
it's a hassle.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
I was shitting bricks. I was like, this is fucking all this fucking everything for this. You know, I was so pissed. And so.
I would have been pissed. I would have given up. I would have given up.
And they were like, well, go to the front desk and maybe they can get you another plane or something. And
that's good you did that.
Since it was on them because they're late that it was like miscommunication or something. So they gave me another flight for free. So that was the next. So I had to go walk to another thing wherever somewhere else in LAX and I'm fucking. I go talk to this guy. I show him, hey, I need a. He was like, oh, it's packed. It's like you're gonna have to stay around or to see. You're gonna have to come back in about 3 hours and see if you're gonna have if there's a seat you can have it. But for right now, everything's booked. So that's the only time. And so I was like, fuck. And so I was like, oh shit. Well, I'm in LAX. I got 3 hours. Shit. And so I immediately fucking looked up an Uber, and first I went to go. There was a little bar right there. I went to go sit down and I was drinking, and I was thinking I had a drink, and I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna have to stay here for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, shit, maybe I can just. I was like, I'm in LAX. I can go get me some fucking weed, shit. And so. I was looking it up. I was like, oh shit, they can be here in like 10 minutes or less. Well, actually, it was like 5 minutes, the first one. And I was like, okay, I did everything. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I ain't never did this before, fucking Uber. and
you finally got there, right?
Yeah, well, I fucking they show up. I'm going outside, and I'm waiting on the Uber, and I didn't know there was. I didn't think there was another. He was above me, and so fuck. I'm like, where you at? And I'm like, honk, and he was honking. I could hear him, but it was like I didn't know which way it was coming, and so he was above me, and then so that guy took off, the Uber guy. So I had to find another Uber.
I would have been so mad.
Yeah, and then
I want to go home.
and so I'm upstairs waiting this time for the other Uber. I got one, and. And I fucking run into the RZA.
Yes.
I can't believe that. I could not believe that, dude.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I'm standing looking out towards the street, and I'm like, I did like a double take, and I was like, RZA. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, I'm about to go see you in Dallas. And he was like, I was like, you're gonna be there, right? And he was like, yeah. And I felt like I brought the Wu-Tang together that day.
Yeah. But all right, good segue. Didn't you think when we went to that Wu-Tang concert how it all came full circle? Like when we lived in those houses back in the day, Hale Street, and that we saw that concert, and they interacted with us. And
get on Instagram.
Yeah. But anyway, my RZA story, like when we went to the concert, I was pretty close. Remember I got separated from y'all a little bit? I was kind of pretty close. Like Tony and them, they weren't that far from me. I felt like I was kind of close where they could see me. Like I could like almost touch them in a way.
Yeah.
And the RZA says this. He goes like this. All right, how y'all people born in the 90s? Yeah. Oh yeah, how you people born in the 80s? Yeah. And then he goes, all you people born in the 70s? And I went, yeah, real loud, and because I was the only one there born in the 70s. The other people were younger than me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then he looked at me and went, like he made eye contact. Oh hell yeah, he got yeah.
Oh shit, hey, look at this.
He was cool. Like I interacted with him.
Look, we can do this.
It's news time.
How technology is that?
Yes.
That's some technology.
Welcome to 2020. Let's comment on this. All right.
Oh, this is happening live right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it'll be a couple more days of this, and it's gonna die down because he's already arrested now. Is that wrong to make light of that? 2020 live.
This is the best podcast.
2020.
I'm glad we did this.
Time capsule. It was due.
Yeah. Nah, it's too much shit's going down, man. I mean.
Yeah, it is.
Like we gotta. It's more of a mental thing where you have to collect your thoughts, and you never get to talk really that knowing you have an audience and it's going to be recorded, and you can always look back at it.
Yeah,
like there's something to that.
It's a record.
Yeah, and it kind of like brings out like a lot of your inner thoughts.
I think Facebook, it'll be archived. Like whatever you got on there, it's gonna be archived. Like eventually over time, and people will be able to look at it in the library. Oh, look at these people. Like what are they doing? Or you could look up an ancestor. Like oh, that was that guy. Like maybe the kids of Alyssa, Alex, and Kane and JJ. Hey, they had Uncle Vivi, and his name was Victoria Velasquez, and it was that guy. Like, that was their uncle and shit. And, they'll look me up on Facebook. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm immortalized. Or anybody. I'm just saying that in general speaking on any individual. That's why I think Facebook, it'll be archived, and Twitter and all that shit. Like what people said back then. They're going to keep all that in the archives of history. In the mainframe, or what do they call it, in the Matrix. Yeah, we're living pretty interesting times, people. Give us the phone number at 817 blah blah blah. All right, hell yeah, we're here.
Give my number out. Let's see who calls. 817-201-4480.
No, I'm not good. Hey, this is. Pause.
No, go ahead. Can I pause it? Oh, shit.
Or just put it on me and I'll just rant. I'll just blah, blah, blah. Alright. Well, this is the time of 2020. So, what I was saying with the phone calls, when we do have phone lines, I am believing you, the audience that's watching right now, you're going to call in and give us your questions. And we're going to answer them as good as we can. Once our technology improves, I'm telling you, we're going to answer all your questions to life's problems and the future and how blah, blah. Anyway, this is a great podcast. So I'm enjoying it. We're all enjoying it. You're enjoying it. Amen. But that's a good story on the Hawaii one. What else?
Well, I didn't got to Hawaii yet.
What was the original question? Hey, we're stoned people. I'm stoned. The question was that the travel, like how it gets to an airplane. See, you said 9 hours, right? So well, my last point, or what I said 10 minutes ago in this podcast was that I think the plane's going to do this. It's going to go up in the air, and in 3 hours, zoom, you're in Hawaii. Or the distance, the physics of it is going to, somehow we're going to have a rocket ship where you're in an airplane. It's like an airplane. Everybody just gets in a rocket ship.
It's going to be a drone. No, it's going to be a drone.
A drone, right?
It's going to be a big drone that you kind of sit in, and you're kind of like laid back. And
they won't let a pilot do it?
It's called Lilium, fool.
Yeah, I know.
Look.
I mean, sarcastic.
No, they got a real shit.
Like, I want to believe that they'll let there should be a drone.
Look, Lily.
It's already a drone.
Lilium.
Right? Like a robot that can do that. No. But yeah, that's true. That's the future. It's real shit. For real. But my own little emotional thing is like, future wars are going to be fought by robots. That's like my theory. And it's like, okay, whoever robots wins.
Check this out. Look, this is it right here.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see it, people.
I need to be able to switch it off. Right. Look, this is it.
It's here. Just look at it, people.
We're live. We're watching this too. I didn't want with my reaction. I haven't set that up yet. It's just only you.
Damn.
Look, this is it.
Look at we've improved in the technology in the podcast. Okay, let me shut up.
I can put it up there too.
Hey, this is a better idea. Put it up there and then just take the camera off me and put it up there and we'll see it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good. But I'm just tripping on our technology that we've got this podcast bullshit. Ramble jamble down. And I think we're doing real good.
Look.
Like it's all not. Okay.
Let me fast forward. Let's fast forward.
Podcast.
Fast forward right here. This shit's for real, fool. This is what we're talking about. And this is just like, I think they've got a better model already.
There we go.
That kind of looks sketchy right there, but it doesn't. I think it's gonna be better.
No, but the idea of it is good. That's what I want. But yeah, it has to be a drone. Yeah, it'd be stupid to have people do it. They're not gonna do that.
Keep watching that. Hold on. I got to do this.
Okay. Alright, people, I'm gonna narrate it like I know. Alright, this is the new model here. That this is gonna be the future of space travel. It's a drone. It's not gonna be driven by humans. It should never be driven by a human. The robot will do the job. Oh shit, well now it's going to this well, I guess that was it in the video. So tell me what your opinions are. Tell me what you think. But how's the show going? And well, there's this old guy talking now. Oh, what is your missing? It's like it's an old guy just randomly talking, and this old. I bet you they talk very Britishy. Hit that chitio, all that folks. How about we have some tea and crumpets, mate? And I talk very Britishy and very proper. Don't you hate British accents? And it's about Rome, about the Roman Empire. It sounds so fucking stupid. They should just have it in Latin. It's just my opinion. Also, in my opinion, when you hear a Viking, like a Viking show, about Viking history, and it's a Scottish accent, it makes me fucking crazy. Alright, anyway, back to the show, to the series. Okay, we got we got this old guy on here, and he's talking. Alright, anyway, back to the show. Alright, But we made clear in the show about the space travel. What is, in your opinion, is the improvement in 50 years? To finalize the question in 2 sentences, what is the overall achievement that we're going to achieve in 50 years?
50?
50. I say we can get to Jupiter.
This is what?
Is that bold? I know we'll already colonize Mars by then.
What we're going to do at Jupiter, I don't know. What?
We're gonna go to the red eye. Like, why are we gonna go there? Yeah. Well, hey, give us your opinion. Do you think it should be Jupiter, Saturn? Like, we could just see what the rings made. Like we go, we touch the ring. Like, I touched the ring of Saturn. It seems like you can lay on the rings of Saturn. Like,
Nah, but for real though, this is our future. Really, we need. This is where it's gonna go. We're going to colonize, or not colonize, excavate comets, meteorites, asteroids.
An asteroid.
We're gonna get on it. We're gonna get the material. We're gonna get it so good. We're gonna bring a fucking meteorite. We're gonna bring a big ass massive thing. We're gonna get it as close as we can to the Earth. It's gonna be stationed in the fucking outer space, and we're gonna fucking take the materials from it. Yeah. That's gonna be where our source of materials are gonna come from, and we're gonna leave the Earth alone. That's where we should go. That's where. And also, we're going to use the Earth as a more, we're doing it already, but more thermal engineering. We're going to use the heat of the Earth to generate power.
Yeah. To live in this other place. Hey, well, this is my next question. Like, all right. Right now, obviously, I'm stoned and I'm buzzed up here, but I can't think of that movie with Matt Damon in it, where it's a movie where we already colonized Earth. I mean, we colonized Earth. We colonized some other planet, and it's only like, the people on planet Earth, only the poor people are on planet Earth, and the rich people are this utopian planet. And they're like, it's a white privilege type thing, message to it, and it has Matt Damon in it, and I can't think of that. I got it. Elysium. It's called Elysium. Elysium.
Yeah. And it's like a big circle in the sky.
Yeah, I think that's our future.
That's kind of like, I think it's the Halo movie, or the Halo game is kind of like that.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's. Did you see? Did I talk about this? That the Simpsons predicted the burning. They had a picture. They already had a picture of the burning building. The fire department or the police department.
Oh, really?
It kind of looked like it, you know.
How does these cartoons do this shit?
It's just
Simpsons. Isn't that scary?
It just means the Simpsons.
They predict the world.
They're getting their scripts from some sort of Illuminati figure, some connection.
Yeah.
And they're
good point.
They're saying, hey, throw this into the scene, you know.
Yeah. How come these cartoons that they're throwing the theories, or even Family Guy has some stuff, like Family Guy, South Park, The Simpsons, all the shock value cartoons in history, they all have a predict the future thing, and like I'm kind of like I like it, but at the same time I'm kind of scared of it. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's like supernatural. Like, not scared of it, but kind of like I'm shocked. Like, how are they doing that shit? You know. Like, how is this control? Like, it's a control thing. Like, are we really being that controlled?
Speaking of that control.
Damn.
So,
yeah. Get on the flow.
I don't get no better than that.
Yeah. He's trolling white conservatives.
Listen here, man. I'm a black American, and all I want is peace in this world, and you just keep killing us. Over and over again.
Why? Why the hatred between white people? The hatred.
That's wrong.
we're not racist here. Like,
No.
it's not racist.
It's true, and that's what's fucked up.
Yes, it's true. All this shit is true. You know, look at them white police are. They're ready to beat up some black people.
We should all be together.
Look at all those white people.
I am the new Denzel Washington, and I'm gonna tell you one thing, and it's gonna tell you I'm gonna.
Yes. He's either doing that or he's like doing a free flow. Like
he should be like,
I'm gonna tell you one time. I'm going to tell you one time, we just going to come out as a black community and unite together. We're going to get the police officers and knock them out with a get that pop pop, you know, or like some shit. Like he's flowing. Like, that'd be bad.
Oh, shit.
I have a problem with stereotyping people by the way they look. I'm so wrong. But anyway, seriously, did you see the white police?
That's why we need another camera.
Yeah. We could go to that one. Oh. Yeah, that'd be good to have another camera here. And if you buy another one, we could have it here and you have it here. Like, put it here, and I could help you pay for it. That'd be good. All right. Anyway, back to podcast form.
Move mine a little bit this way.
Oh,
your way.
I'll probably hit it.
That's good.
My hands. I'm all like talking with my hands too much. Right. I'm all bucked up. But anyway, yeah, this shit is happening live. We know it's happening, and it's like I'm shocked. I'm like I can't believe it, but at the same time, it was expected. You know, it is what it is, and this is the way for change. This is how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The coronavirus era of looting or protesting.
Yeah, this is a good one. But anyway, I think we're getting too stoned.
All right. Well, that's is that 30 minutes?
No, it's way longer than that. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we can go further. We just stopped. We just got off subject.
Yeah, let's just go an hour, and then let's shut it down.
There was something else I was gonna.
We did good. Yeah, let's bring up a couple more points and shut down the show. News brought to you by this beer and
that's
beer. Some beer and smoke.
We can talk about this last fight. We could do a slash. The last part could be a slash
UFC
fight commentator.
Joe Rogan, you're dead. We hate you now. I gotta tell this. I gotta get this off my chest. Oh, it's not really getting off my chest. Joe Rogan, I love you, but I hate you too. Because you have more useless knowledge than I do. You have more useless knowledge in history and sports and music and all these little interests that I have, and I hate you because it's like you're like I'm the oldest brother. You're like an older brother that rubs it in my face that I know this more than you do. So shut up, and I love you for it. Like you made me a better person. Right. Yeah, I love Joe Rogan, but I hate him. Anyway, I love Joe Rogan, but I'm your competition now, bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, I said that. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. I said that. Yeah, it's done.
Coming from
Fort
Worth, Texas. But I think this last couple fights, who's going to be? It's got this Indian looking motherfucker, Brock Weaver, looking all crazy. Y'all time it up. He's about to fight. Pause this one. We'll be back.